Magandang araw mga classmate. Ngayong araw naman, ang pag-uusapan natin ay kung paano isulat ang fraction sa decimal. So tandaan natin, to write fractions into decimal numbers, we have just to divide the numerator by the denominator. So, napakasimpleng rule na pagsulat ng fraction papuntang decimal. So dapat mga classmate, alam natin kung anong part ng fraction ang numerator at denominator. Subukan natin ang 1/2. So kung isusulat natin ang 1/2 as fraction papuntang decimal, so sabi sa ating rule, we have to divide the numerator by the denominator. So in this case, we have to divide 1 by 2. So kung mapapansin nyo, 2 goes to 1, hindi siya pwede. So ibig sabihin, so that's the time that we'll add 0. But if you will notice, naglagay tayo ng decimal point. So to indicate that the answer is less than 1. Because we cannot divide 1 by 2. So para sure at hindi tayo magkamali sa magiging sagot natin, so ilagay na natin yung decimal point dun sa tapat nung nilagay nating decimal point nung una. So pwede na tayong mag-divide. So we have 10, this time 1.0, pwede na nating basahin as 10 para mas madaling divide. 10 divided by 2, we have 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So lagay din natin yung decimal point. So 10 minus 10 is 0. So ibig sabihin, there's no remainder. Our final answer, 1/2 is equal to 0.5. So ganun lang kadali. Subukan pa natin sa ibang example. So halimbawa, meron tayong 1/4. So this time gagawin natin siyang decimal. So ganun ulit, tulad ng nauna, we have to divide 1 by into 4. So same, 4 goes to 1. So hindi yun possible. So maglalagay tayo ng decimal point. 10 divided by 4. So there are 2. 2 times 4. So we have 0.8. 10 minus 8 is 2. So lagay natin yung decimal point. So 2 divided by 4. So hindi pa rin pwede. So add pa tayo ng 0. Then bring down 0. 0.20 or 20 divided by 4 is 5. 5. 5 times 4 is 20. And then subtract. So still, it will give us a remainder of 0. So meaning to say, 1/4 is equivalent to 0.25. Another example, let's say we have 1/3. So ganun uli, 1 divided by 3. So hindi pwede, so we'll add 0.0. So 10 divided by 3, we have 3. 3 times 3, we have 9. So 10 minus 9, so that is equivalent to 1. So 1 divided by 3, hindi pa rin pwede. So we have to add 0 and then bring down 0. Divide natin 10 by 3. Still 3. 3 times 3, so 9 pa rin ang sagot. 10 minus 9, 1. And then we have to add another 0 and then bring it down. 10 divided by 3, still 3 pa rin ang sagot. 3 times 3 is 9 pa rin. So the answer is still 0.1. So kung mapapansin nyo classmate, so yung sistema o yung pagsosolve natin ng 1 divided by 3 ay paulit-ulit lang. So ang tawag natin sa ganitong klase ng decimal form ay repeating decimal. So paano natin may stop o paano natin pwedeng i-finalize yung sagot? So we can finalize the answer. It's either by rounding it up. Pwede nating i-round yung ating decimal form, or pwede nating isulat kung saan lalagyan natin ng bar sa ibabaw ng number. So, ang ibig sabihin niyan ay repeating yung number. So, yung bar na nasa ibabaw ng number, so that indicates that the number is repeating o paulit-ulit siya. Okay? Tuloy pa natin. So, halimbawa, we are given 1/8 and we are asked to write it in decimal form. Still, we have to divide 1 by 8. So, hindi siya possible. So, we have to add decimal point. So, 10 divided by 8 or 8 goes to 10. So, there is 1/8. Merong isa sa 10. So, 1 times 8 is 0.8. Then, subtract, we have 0.2. So, we have to add 0 and then bring it down to divide 0.20 by 8. So, we have 2. 2 times 8 is 0.16. So, when we subtract, the answer is 0.4. Then, another 0, bring it down. So, 40 divided by 8, we have 5. 5 times 8 is 40. So, subtract 0. So, ibig sabihin, 1/8 is equivalent to 0.125. So, if you will notice, the previous example, yung mga sinagutan nating fraction ay ilan sa mga common fraction na madalas nating nakikita. So, yun yung mga pinakamadalas gamiting example. So, napaka-importante na kahit paano, meron tayong mga alam o natatandaang fraction at ang kanyang equivalent decimal form. So, halimbawa, ang 1/2 ay equivalent sa 0.5 at ang 1/4 naman ay equivalent sa 0.25 at itong huli ang 1/8 ay equivalent sa 0.125. So bakit kailangan at least meron tayong alam? So halimbawa we are given 3/8. So 3/8 i-convert natin into decimal form. So we can analyze or manipulate the fraction by simply rewriting 3/8 as 3 times 1/8. So parehas lang sila. So bakit kailangan gawin yun? So we have to write kasi alam natin ano yung value ng 1/8. Ano ang value ng 1/8? Sabi natin kanina, 1/8 is equivalent to 0.125. So ibig sabihin, we can multiply 3 and 0.125. And that will give us an answer of 0.375. Ibig sabihin, the value of 3/8 is 0.375. So, kahit hindi tayo nag-divide, so pwede nating makuha yung kanyang equivalent in decimal form. Okay, consider natin itong ating last example. Let's say we have 3 and 10/16. So, kung mapapansin nyo, this is a mixed number kung saan meron siyang whole number at ang kanyang fraction form or itong part na to ay pwede pa nating i-simplify. So, LCM ng 10 at 16 ay 2. So, 10 divided by 2 is 5. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So, ibig sabihin, 3 and 10/16 is also 3 and 5/8. So, paano isulat ang kanyang decimal form? So, ang ginagawa kong technique dito, so sinusulat ko na kaagad yung aking whole number. And then, hinihiwalay ko yung aking fraction para hindi ako malito pagsusulat ko ng final answer. So, 5/8, kung alam natin ang value ng 1/8, so madali na kahit hindi tayo mag-divide. So, we can multiply 5 by 0.125 as a value of 1/8. So, isulat muna natin si 1/8 para hindi kayo malito. So, 5/8 can be written as 5 and 1/8. And 5, kopyahin natin, 1/8, sabi natin is 0.125. Then we can now multiply 5 by 0.125. So pakita muna natin paano ba mag-multiply ng decimal number. So 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 2, we have 10 plus 2 is 12. Then 5 times 1 is 5. Then i-add natin yung na-regroup natin. So we have 6. And then let us put the decimal point here. Ibig sabihin, 5 times 0.125 is equivalent to 0.625. So, anong gagawin natin dito? So, eto ngayon yung isasama natin o idadagdag natin dito sa inilagay natin kanina na whole number. Ibig sabihin, our final answer when we reduce or write 3 and 10/16 into decimal form, so that will result to 3.625. So, ito ngayon yung ating final answer. Okay. So, I hope that's it.